It's just about game time, and the Blazers never look more confident than when they arrived earlier. Thanks for spending your Friday afternoon with 2K Sports and the NBA. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And some notable injuries for both teams as we take a look at the players unavailable for tonight's game.
A half dozen scratches from the game. A lot of players stuck watching from the bench.
So here's Portland's starting group. Henderson and Simons are in the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Murray in at the 3. And for Washington, Avdia and Kuzma at the forward slots. Jones and Poole teaming up in the backcourt. And it's Holmes in at the 5, down low. These teams both hungry for a win, Grant, searching for some consistency on a night-to-night basis.
And this is what they call a get-right game, potentially. So how do the teams focus? Will the players be in the right frame of mind, trying to capitalize on this unique opportunity? We'll see.
And it'll be the Trailblazers off the tip. Henderson against Jones. Henderson, the pass to Simons. Inside. Kuzma against Grant. Buries it down low.
Well, you love to see the physical advantages being put to use by Jeremy Grant, just so long on the interior.
Kuzma outside. To the middle. Here's Holmes. Good on the bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Ayton. Pass to Grant. Grant with a screen on Jones. Henderson for 3. Rebound Washington. Avdia passes to Kuzma. Outside Jones. Over Henderson. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an...
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Wizards. They lead by a bucket. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, let's quickly break down the game and what we've seen so far from the Wizards, guys.
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for Washington. At the 2 and the 3, Avdia and Poole. Kyle Kuzma out there with Rashawn Holmes. And it's Jones in at the point. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And in most other draft classes, Scoot Henderson could have been a top pick.
Yeah, he has the talent and skill you want in a #1 overall pick. Circumstance of the class dropped him down, but he has everything you look for in a franchise centerpiece.
Well, Doris, the Wizards have some star power, but they're kind of stuck in the middle of things.
BA, unless you have top free agents coming your way, it is so hard to get over the hump. It's about drafting well. Your player development has to be next level. It is not easy for the Washington Wizards right now.
There's a screen. Here's Henderson. And the baseline jumper, no good. Avdia passes to Kuzma. Holmes, a screen on Murray. Kuzma for 3. Can't get it to drop. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Trailblazers. They're up by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Checking out the group for Chauncey Billups to start the second half. Henderson and Simons are in the backcourt. Murray out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Ayton in at the center position. Poole. It's good. Jordan Poole. Man, he's tough to stop.
And what a shot over the bigger man. That could be a pivotal hoop in this game.
But you mentioned the size difference. There was a lot working against him in that matchup, but he still comes through big in the clutch.
Henderson misses. Henderson's gone 1 for 4 from the field. Jones against Henderson. Kuzma outside. Simons against Poole. The rebound by Murray. Pass to Simons. Ayton, a screen on Holmes. There's Simons with a three. Counted from distance. Simons gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Ooh, he drains the three. But let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out.
The previous play is
Fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
Yeah, they're going to review that shot to make sure he got it off in time, but I think it's going to count.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So the replay was conclusive, all overturned. Grant, that was going to count.
And BA, you can argue against replay all you want, but at the end of the day, you want it to be a level playing field. You want the call to be correct.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. Wizards out in front, leading by a point. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Jones and Poole teaming up in the backcourt. Avdia and Kuzma at the forward slots. And it's Holmes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Washington calls timeout. They're behind by 1. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth. Catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Wizards was getting across in the huddle. This might be a close late game, but don't tell coach. They were cool as a cucumber in the huddle, and I think that resonates with their players. We'll see if that approach works. Brian?
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Boy, a lot of pressure on Kyle Kuzma right here at the free throw line. Have to simply take a deep breath, concentrate on your mechanics, and knock home a free throw.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
I think we've certainly seen Kyle Kuzma grow in his maturity and understanding about the game. It's not always about the scoring, it's what contributes to winning, and he has really grown in that aspect.
And he's good on the second free throw, giving him the lead. And so he's good on all 3 free throws. And that'll put him up 2.
Just so reliable at the line. There was never a doubt that those were money.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're behind by 2. 43 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. There's Simons with a 3. Rebound by the Wizards. Avdia passes to Kuzma. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 2. 27 seconds left in the final quarter. Seven seconds left in the fourth quarter. Simons against Poole. And it's Simons missing. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop.
Second team foul. At the line for 2, Tyus Jones.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Now it's a 2-possession game. Important foul shots right there.
Fires the 3. They kick it out to Murray. And he buries it. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within 1. Now a timeout called by Washington. They're ahead by 1. 7 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter.
It's time to welcome your Wizards dancer.
Seconds left in the game, and they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid
For
it.
the Wizards, Jordan Poole.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. Fires away from way outside. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. So it's a narrow victory for the Wizards, pulling out the W. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. We'll see you.
Coming up next, the Pacers taking on the Thunder. For the Pacers, they pride themselves on each and every step that leads to victory. The preparation, the focus, the sheer will. Each game a new opportunity.
And when they dropping off all that drip for free, you know you got power. They try to throw the home bag at me. I know I got power.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. Short a rotation play, nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The post pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. Josh Giddey is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3. And for Indiana, they've got Neesmith. Turner is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Nembhard in at the 2 spot. Always exciting to see two teams with bright futures, Greg. Young stars hungry to prove themselves.
And Kevin, the hungrier, the better, if you ask me. When you've got all that youthful energy and ambition out on the court, very special things can happen. Here we go.
It'll be the Thunder off the tip. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Giddey sets the pick for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. A 3-ball. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Siakam sets a screen for Halliburton. Williams with the defensive effort.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And it's the Pacers' ball. It's a 3-point game. Takes it out to Siakam. Indiana moving the ball around. Wants to get it to Turner and does. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
I tell you what, Turner just has a beautiful touch down on the block. I mean, you get the ball where he wants it, he'll deliver for you.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Thunder lead by 4. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Thunder, guys.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Here's Halliburton. Neesmith is out there with Pascal Siakam. And there's Miles Turner. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Nembhard in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers.
At the arc, Halliburton, confident, no fear, no hesitation. He sees a good shot, he's letting it fly.
Williams sets a screen for Giddey. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You know, the screen wasn't that great, but still he got it done. Excellent concentration on the hard finish.
Here's Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
The versatility of Halliburton, that's what you love about him. He can score it, he can pass it, and he makes very good decisions.
The pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 19 seconds left to play in the first half. 6 to shoot. Now here's Giddey. Not a lot of room. The shot, no good. From deep three-point land, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Thunder out in front. They're up by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Coach, where do you look to shore things up at the defensive end of the floor?
They're hitting us in some different areas, you know, so we got to give help on the inside. And with the guys we have playing tonight, we got to be real persistent and real together.
You got to find that chemistry very quickly. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 1. So the Thunder 5 right now. Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Holmgren in at the center, filling out the middle. 5 to shoot. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes it to Giddey. That 3 off the mark. Giddey has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Halliburton outside. Pass to Nembhard. Down low, Turner. Takes it off the glass. Turner's got the lead up to 1 now for Indiana.
That's weight room action right there. Excellent strength from Turner. You try to get physical with him, and he can overpower you.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
Yeah, they want to get the half off to a quick start, and they know who to go to.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Thunder lead by 1. Live from Cambridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Every minute counts, fans.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Miles Turner out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Neesmith. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Nembhard in at the shooting guard. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Halliburton against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Neesmith. Here's Siakam. That shot off. Nice defense from Giddey. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They trail by 1. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Let's make some noise. We are the sixth man.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Holmgren with a screen on Halliburton. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
6 seconds left in the fourth. And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
Second team foul. 2 shots. Andrew Nembhard.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up making the second, and that will put them up by 2. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're behind by 2. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Get loud. Let them hear it. Are you ready, fans?
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
To the Pacers. Let's get loud, fans. Stand up and make some noise.
Got it up in time. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Now, here is Halliburton. The post pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. Josh Giddey is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. Count it!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
The wild section, there can only be one. And they're getting shirts. Let's find those fans. Get loud.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. Out to the wing. Launches it. A shot by Nembhard, no good. Now the Thunder with it. A 2-point game. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Defense right on him. Driving the lane. No good.
Excellent, excellent box out there. Keeping himself between the man and the basket.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line, for the Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton, 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that 6-point lead.
Halliburton is a guy who really has no weaknesses. He can do it all, and he does a great job of making everybody better.
Second one is good. Being both at the line. It's a 4-point ball game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed it.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're down by 4. 9 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
There's Williams with the 3.
Man, you have to be impressed with Siakam's length, especially when you see him put it to use defensively.
Here's Nemhard. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
Andrew Nemhard, 2 shots.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Bucket's good.
Well, this man knows how to handle that rock. Looks like it's part of his body.
So a close game sees Indiana take this one. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation.
The starting lineup for the visiting Orlando
Of course, here we have two teams who could both really use a win.
You know, B.A., I think they each sense the opportunity that's before them tonight. They're both willing to scrap and claw for a win. I anticipate a very hard-fought matchup. One of these teams trying desperately to get in that win column.
I'll look at Orlando's opening lineup. Wagner and Banchero at the 3 and the 4. Suggs runs point with Harris next to him. And it's Carter in at the 5 spot. Pass to Bridges. Here's Miller. Bridges, a screen on Wagner. Back to Bridges. Takes the 3. Sinks the tray.
And that's what you get from Brandon Miller. I mean, he can really whip passes there around the court.
27 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Suggs. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. And out of bounds, the Hornets will take it.
Hornets ball.
11 seconds left in the first. Bridges outside. Off target from outside. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Hornets. They lead by 3. And we'll be back right after this.
0.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen from the Hornets, what's your take so far?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. It's a three-point game. All right, this is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Banchero plays the 4 with Carter Jr. at center. Harris and Wagner out on the wings. And it's Suggs in at the 1. Harris finds Carter. And the shot's good.
Well, how about the vision and unselfishness to find your open teammate, Gary Harris? Pretty pass.
Pass to Miller. Up top, Richards. 6 on the shot clock.
Jalen Suggs. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Miller. Shot clock at 5. From the high post, and the basket by Bridges. Bridges has got 5 points.
Well, how about the in-between game? Get to the mid-range if you're Miles Bridges and take advantage.
Out to Harris. Jacks up a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Harris has got himself on the board with a 3 there.
That's a heads-up play right there. Reads the floor, distributes accordingly.
And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Well, you look at Miles Bridges. Man, has he been playing well.
You know, I'm not really sure what defenders can do to slow him down. He's just too skilled.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. They've got Trey Mann. Miles Bridges is out there with Miller. Then there's Nick Richards. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Steve Clifford. Here's Miller. Three-pointer off the mark. Suggs, the pass to Wagner. Banchero outside. Over Bridges. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Pass to Richards. And here's Bridges. Up and over Carter. Bridges misses.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports.
The Magic 5.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Come on, everyone.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. So for Orlando right now, Harrison Wagner out on the wings. And Carroll plays the 4 with Carter Jr. at center. And it's Suggs in at the 1. Here's Suggs. Wagner for 3. The rebound by Mann. Inside. And Carroll against Bridges. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Boy, not on the same page there. And the possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Orlando calls timeout. The score tied at 5. 32 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
And Wild fans, on the court is your Heart Squad.
To hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's Suggs to the inside. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Score tied at 5. 24 seconds left to play in the 4th.
We're the best fans in the NBA. Let's get wild.
24 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Back on to the Magic. Pablo, then Carroll. At the line with 1 shot.
Doesn't get much bigger than that. A perfect trip to the line to give them the critical 3-point cushion. What poise.
Time called here. The Hornets decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. There's 21 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, what do you think?
tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bridges passes to Richards. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
You'd love to see the unselfishness of Miles Bridges. Just another guy has a better shot. He's ready to move that basketball.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Hornets, Nick Richards. One shot.
Ooh, he knocks down the clutch free throw.
Oh, tremendous composure at the line to tie things up and give them a shot at overtime.
Here's Suggs, down low, and stolen by Bridges. Fires away from way outside. Time expires. We're going to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
To overtime.
And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Nick Richards out there with Miles Bridges. Then there's Trey Mann. Then it's Miller. Pass to Mann. Oh, stolen by Harris. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Wagner for three. Oh, he buried the three.
Franz Wagner is a very capable offensive player. Knock down those deep shots, young sir.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. They're trailing by 3. 41 seconds left to play in overtime. Miller, the pass to Bridges. Money! And that one brings them within 1.
It's going to take more than that to impede the progress of Miles Bridges. So adept, keeping his focus on the basket when he shoots it.
Here's Banchero. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Miles Bridges.
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
Banchero going to the line shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2.
Huge spot for Banchero here.
Can't sink it, and that was an important free throw.
And the game has come down to this. They need a score, or you can practically call it quits. Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And get
And Carroll with it. Carter, a screen on Bridges. Stolen by Bridges.
How about that denial by Paolo Banchero? Nice to see him put that frame to use.
Another tie, and we're going to have a second overtime. And we'll be back with you shortly.
attention.
play into another overtime. The tension continues to build. Both teams refusing to lay down. Here's Suggs. To the paint. And Caro no good.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball.
Wow, what a time for a turnover. Shows you just how key one play can be.
Orlando calls timeout. There's 39 seconds left in the second overtime.
It's about to get wild. Here's your high pickoff squad. Stand up and make some
Wagner finds Banchero. Here's Suggs. Pass to Banchero. He connects!
I tell you, that's a very good effort defensively. Banchero just better offensively.
Timeout call, the Hornets. They trail by 2. 27 seconds left to play in the second OT period.
Get loud, man. On the court is your high squad. All right, fans. Stand up and get
And the Hornets call time here. They're down by 2. 27 seconds left in the second overtime.
That's right, man. Here are your honeybees. Make some noise. Wilson.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. For 3, Bridges connects from downtown.
Ooh, a clutch bucket. A defensive stop now could be all it takes to clinch the win.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're down by 1. 19 seconds left to play in the second overtime. All right, guys, what's your take?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, this is a chance to take the lead, so you've got to draw up a play to make it happen.
Banchero against Bridges. Now here's Banchero. For the win! Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. And so the big win by Charlotte in a tight game. Double overtime games are so grueling. And after this one, everyone, the officials, the fans, the broadcasters, will all have to take a little rest.
Yeah, I need that rest, I'll tell you. But, hey, give them credit. They really dug deep into their energy reserves and showed the determination to get this win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. As we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Miles Bridges.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Hi, everyone. And, Greg, these are two of the more stacked teams when you look at their depth. Sometimes that can be a challenge for a coaching staff.
No doubt about it. Anytime you've got to divvy up minutes, somebody's going to be unhappy. But you need a deep roster if you want to contend.
Now Sacramento starting 5. Barnes is in the front court along with Murray. Ellis is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Sabonis in at the 5. Sabonis kicks to Murray. Kings moving the ball around. Murray sets a screen for Sabonis. Back to Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
A nice shot by Tatum.
This dude is well built, man. He's a specimen. He's 6'8". Look, he's gonna score inside if he gets that close.
Fox feeling it out a bit. Passes it to Ellis. There's the triple. And that does it for the first quarter. Celtics lead by 5. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
0.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
And so Fox will bring it up for the Kings. It's a 5-point game. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Porzingis is out there with Tatum, and it's Holiday in at the point guard. That's the Boston 5. Ellis finds Murray. Here's Ellis. And here's Barnes for 3. It's hauled in by Brown. Pass to Holiday. There's 25 seconds left here in the second. Tatum no good.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Fox against Holiday. Sabonis' screen on Holiday. In the corner, Murray with it. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Murray's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Kings. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Celtics up by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see something go in. It feels good to see him go in early, and it felt good to have us have a good start. Hopefully we keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game it's been so far. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's just that good. You can plan for him, but he just makes great adjustments on the fly.
On the court right now for the Kings, Sabonis is the center with Murray next to him. De'Aaron Fox out there with Ellis. And it's Barnes in at the 3, the small forward. And they take the lead. Murray's got the lead up to 1 now for the Kings.
How about the fast hands from Murray? It takes hours of practice to be that comfortable with the quick release.
Outside Tatum. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. The shot from the low post is good.
And bringing the aggression and the energy, 2 things you like to see from Porzingis.
Fox against Holiday. Now, here's Fox. He's guarded closely. Murray a screen on Holiday. Fox inside the line. Misses the jumper. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Celtics lead by 1. And we'll have the start of a 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this 4th quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They lead by 1. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum out there with Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. That's the Boston 5. Back to White. Lock at 6. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for 1 more coming up.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
At the line for your Celtics, Derek White. At the line with 1 shot.
And that one falls for White.
That and 1 free throw upset to a 2-possession game. Costly foul on the shot that time.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're trailing by 4. There's 37 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
Get loud, fans. On the court is your Fight Squad.
From our reporter, David Owen.
Hey, thanks, guys. Was able to hear Mike Brown during the break, and he begged them, don't give up. He told his guys 1 possession at a time. Let's go out there and do what we talked about. That's how we get back into this one. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
One of the best passing bigs in the league. You can run your offense through Sabonis. He makes great decisions.
Here's Porzingis. It's good!
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throw now.
Timeout called by the Kings. They're trailing by 4. There's 21 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
Once again, for Celtics Entertainment.
Baelish dishes to Barnes. White against Fox. Shoots over White. Another miss by Fox. So they foul intentionally.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
At the line, Jason Tatum. At the line for 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5.
We talk about Tatum's offense, and for good reason, but his play on the defensive end is really valuable for this team.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much do it.
Again, the miss by the King. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Jason. It was a struggle last time out, but tonight you were back on track. What was the difference?
You got to have a short-term memory.
All right, David, thanks so much.
The Rockets on their way to the locker room, looking to deliver a big win for the home crowd tonight. Thanks for spending your Friday afternoon. All right, let's check out the injury report. 5 players unavailable tonight.
Hey, 5 players scratched from the game. If you're one of the healthy players, you're going to get all the opportunities you can imagine.
All right, now let's check out the starters for the Miami Heat. On the wing, it'll be Robinson and Butler. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Terry Rozier. And it's Highsmith in at the 4. And for Houston, here we go. Van Vliet and Green men in the backcourt. Dylan Brooks is out there with Jabari Smith. And it's Thompson in at the 3 slot. Well, at least on paper, this one appears to be lopsided. But you can never count out a team in this league, Brent.
And we know both teams know that. I expect this to be a hard-fought game for that reason alone. Nobody likes being told that they don't have a chance.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
Adebayo, a screen on Thompson. Pass to Highsmith. Now Adebayo, covered by Smith. They get it back.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Van Vliet, the pass to Smith. On the take. No luck on that one.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Back to Butler. And the shot goes.
I like the timing, too. Jimmy Butler just bursting off of that pick to get to his shot.
It's a tie game here in Houston. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
The Heat, 2.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, what do you think about the Rockets?
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Martin at power forward with Adebayo as the center. Hero and Butler make up the perimeter pair, and it's Rozier in at the point guard position. Now here's Smith. Brooks, the pass to Van Vliet. Back to Brooks. Clock at 6. Pass to Green from deep. Look at Green showing off his range.
Yeah, and Green has tons of confidence in his three-point shot, and it was on display right there as he knocked it down.
Butler against Thompson. Now here's Butler. The D's right on him. Floats one up. That shot, no good. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Rockets on top. They lead by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Fans, put your hands together and get loud for Red Panda.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Van Vliet and Green man the backcourt. Smith out there with Dylan Brooks. And it's Thompson in at small forward. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Thompson against Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Adebayo a screen on Thompson. Shoots from 12. Tries again. Adebayo, that's good.
Bam grabs the board, and then Bam knows what to do.
And it's Houston's ball. It's a one-point game. Van Vliet against Rozier. Outside for Brooks. Pass to Thompson. Van Vliet with it. And here's Green from the arc. Adebayo grabs the board. Van Vliet against Rozier. Now here's Butler. It could go. Ooh, Thompson with the block. 3/4 of play and a close one here. Heat out in front, up by 1. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so it's Van Vliet with it. He brings it up for the Rockets. They trail by 1. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth quarter. Butler and Martin the duo at forward. Tyler Hero is out there with Terry Rozier. And it's Adebayo in at the 5.
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Timeout called. Houston. They're behind by 4. 44 seconds left in the final quarter.
Attention fans, now on the court, it's your Get loud and let's hear it.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. He He had some words of confidence for his team, saying all it takes is a few chances. We make a few plays down the stretch, we can steal this thing from them. Back to you guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Denied by Adebayo.
Are we sure that Bame's not wearing a watch out there? Perfect timing.
It falls! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings him within one. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
Hero for three. Oh, he drained it from downtown.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Timeout call. Houston. They're behind by 4. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. Van Vliet against Rozier. Van Vliet, the pass to Thompson. Misses the three. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
And that's an intentional foul.
Jalen Green. First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Miami. Tyler Hero taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5.
And Hero, one of those guys you just rely on coming in and giving you that offensive pop. He does a lot of things for his team on that end of the floor.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game.
That should put this game on ice, not leaving any points behind.
For 3, Smith. So it's Miami picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment. But they stood tall and got the win.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Jimmy, you had it going. How big did that hoop look tonight?
Allie, thank you as always.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. And let's check out the injury report. 5 players unavailable tonight.
Yeah, 5 players scratched from the game. If you're one of the healthy players, you're going to get all you can eat.
And the starting group for the Spurs, they've got Jones, and it's Branham in at the 2. And for New Orleans, in the backcourt, it's McCollum and Jones. Underneath, in the post, it's Williamson and Valanciunas. We'll have to keep our eyes on the center matchup, Greg, in this one. These 2 bigs bring so much to their respective teams.
Yeah, and remember when people thought centers were going extinct? Look around the league. There's so much talent at that position, including the 2 guys we get to watch here tonight.
McCollum against Jones. Picked away. Pass to Valanciunas. He kicks to McCollum. New Orleans moving the ball around. Right wing. Williamson right side. Yep, it counts.
I love that shot from Zion. Force the defense out of the paint. Make them guard you outside.
Jones against McCollum. 17 seconds left in the first. Shot clock at 6. Wembanyama passes to Jones. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. McCollum outside. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Big time shot. You will beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
He had to rush that one a little, but terrific stroke from range.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Pelicans lead by 5. From New Orleans, back in a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for New Orleans. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. On the court for San Antonio here in the second. They've got Victor Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in at the 3, the small forward. Williamson double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Pass to Champagnie. To the middle. From down low. Cranham, good.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
McCollum against Jones. Free throw line jump shot. Rebounded by the Spurs.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
The pass to Branham. Here's Champagnie. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
And the first one drops. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. 1 second left. The shot that time, not on target. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. New Orleans on top, leading by a point. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, in a close game, what makes the difference in the second half?
Lots of things, you know. It's a game of mistakes. It's a game of playing well. Who knows?
Always love your philosophy, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Here's New Orleans. They lead by 1. Underneath, in the post, it's Williamson and Valanciunas. In the backcourt, it's McCollum and Jones. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half. 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. Good on the three-point shot. McCollum's got the first basket of the second half here for the Pelicans.
You have to get out there on C.J. McCollum. He is very good at torching defenses from deep.
Wembanyama, no good. Pelicans leading by 4. There's 18 seconds left here in the third quarter. Jones against McCollum. Valanciunas with a screen on Jones. And here's McCollum for 3. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Pelicans lead by 4. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. 4. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And San Antonio has possession. 4-point game on the court for San Antonio. They've got Jones. And it's Wembanyama in at the center, filling out the middle.
That is world class. Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Valanciunas sets a screen for McCollum. It counts.
Great tenacity from C.J. McCollum, not letting the defense bother him at all.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're down by 4. 35 seconds left in the game. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. The message was simple. Keep fighting. Coach told his team, we're in this. We just need some extra effort. Let's go. See if they can come back. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. And he commits the intentional foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Trey Jones. Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Pelicans, C.J. McCollum. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
Led the league in percentage from the line a few years ago. C.J. McCollum dialed in.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Adding a little cushion to their advantage. Nice work at the line.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're behind by 6. 26 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Jones finds Wembanyama. It's deflected. Stolen by McCollum, and that's an intentional foul.
James Altman. First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for your Pelicans, CJ McCollum. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Wembanyama with it. Jones from outside. Nails the tray.
Well, how about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
Here's Jones, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Trey Jones. 3rd personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for your Pelicans, CJ McCollum. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Now here's Jones. No good. So we see the Pelicans get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline. Thanks so much, Dave.
The Pistons earlier arriving at the arena. Hard to imagine a group look happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sport. And it's always fun to watch the next generation of basketball, RJ. The youth movement is certainly on for both of these teams.
Man, it's so great to see the young guys get some experience. The more playing time they get, the more comfortable they become. This is going to be a really good game.
A look at the starting group for the Pistons. Cunningham and Ivy are the backcourt pair. Then there's Jalen Duren, and it's Fontecchio in at small forward. Now here's Cunningham. The floater, and he takes it up and lays it in.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Pass to Jackson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
This is what a near 7-footer like Jackson delivers. Tough inside scoring.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first. Cunningham looking it over. Misses the jumper. It's a tie game in Memphis. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return.
The Pistons. 2.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Detroit with the ball. Setting the floor for the Pistons. Cunningham and Ivy are the backcourt pair. Then it's Duren, and it's Fontecchio in at the small forward position. Now here's Ivy. Knocks it down from distance.
And for a younger guy, Cunningham's vision is impressive. He's always watching the floor.
Here's Pippen. He's watched by Cunningham. From deep, Bain. Doesn't go for him. And here's Detroit. It's a three-point game. Pass to Cunningham. Ivy up top. 6 to shoot. Duren the screen. Unloads. The rebound by Jackson.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Now Cunningham. We've got Jackson. Desmond Bain is out there with Santi Aldama, and it's Williams in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Stolen by Ivy. In transition, here they come. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
I love it. I mean, great ball movement by Ivy.
Here's Pippen. Pass to Jackson. To the middle. Pippen, no good. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. The lead is 2. 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. Misses the step back jumper. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. The Pistons on top, up by 2. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And here's Memphis, trailing by 2. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. Cunningham and Ivy are the backcourt pair. Then there's Jalen Duren, and it's Fontecchio in at the 3.
Man, good whistle there.
At the line for your Grizzlies, Desmond Bain. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1. And Bain drops them both.
In a close contest, you have to put the ball in the hands of someone who will find a way to put up points.
Detroit calls timeout.
On your defense, here they come, your Grizzlies.
Send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Monty Williams was saying to his team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another." Guys, let's see what happens.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Duran. And it's in.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over. They're down by 2. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pippen pass to Williams. Ivy against Bain. Picked by Aldama. Bain pass to Aldama. Good! And he's tied it up. What a shot!
I love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Detroit calls timeout.
On your defense, here they come, your Grizzlies.
Now here's Cunningham. He's guarded closely. From 15 feet away. Yes!
And you can tell Cunningham is a very determined player, refusing to give up on the situation.
All right, now a timeout called by Memphis. They're trailing by 2. 1 second left to play in the fourth quarter. Your thoughts, guys?
This comes down to whether they want to go for a 3 to win or send it to overtime with a 2. Either way, it's got to happen off this inbound pass.
Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
So the first of 3 is good, and that narrows the gap to 1. And he misses the second attempt. One more coming here. And he nails the third.
This team thinks they should be up in front, but at least they tied it up.
Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Santi Aldama out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Desmond Bain, and it's Pippen in at the 1.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
And the Pistons call time here. They're down by 3. 52 seconds left in the first overtime period. Here's Cunningham. Cade on the move, and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And this is who you want at the line. Cunningham showing what true leadership is all about.
At the line for the Pistons, Cade Cunningham. 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that brings him within 2 here.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
Both free throws good from Cunningham. And it's Bain with the ball for the Grizzlies. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Pass to Aldama. Here's Pippen. 6 on the shot clock. Over Cunningham. Duran with the rebound. Detroit calls timeout. They're losing by 1. 17 seconds left to play in overtime. Guys, your thoughts?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
17 seconds left in overtime. Now here's Cunningham, tightly guarded. Goes up from the top of the key. Counted!
Pretty clever move by Cunningham, calling for the play to get himself some space to work with.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They trail by 1. 1 second left in overtime. Here's Aldama. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
And you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
He sinks the clutch free throw. The second one drops, and that gives him a lead. And no good on the third free throw. So he ends up 2 for 3. And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game. They escaped with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
The Bucks are always hyped to play in front of their home crowd. And tonight's no different. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Gary Trent is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. Here we go. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then it's Olynyk. And it's Abaji in at the power forward. And for the Bucks, Beasley on the wing along with Middleton. Lopez is the pivot with Giannis to his side. And it's Lillard in at the 1. A shot by Antetokounmpo, nobody around. And Greg, on paper, this looks like a real mismatch. These teams have very different expectations.
And in any matchup like this, the early stages are important. The team coming in as a big underdog has to keep it close, otherwise things can go south in a hurry. Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he hit his foul shots a season ago at about a 74% clip.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Barrett.
And what you like about Barrett is his all-around game, a versatile guard / forward who wants to keep improving.
He doesn't get the second one. And here is Antetokounmpo. Lillard with a screen for Middleton. fader on the way. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
The long-range marksmanship of Middleton cannot be dismissed or forgotten. I mean, even when he's pulling from way outside, he's very capable of making those shots.
Barrett for three. Hits it from three-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. The Raptors out in front, up one. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Lopez is the pivot with Giannis to his side. Beasley on the wing along with Middleton. And it's Lillard in at the point guard. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Now, here's Quickly. Olynyk, a screen on Lillard. Shot clock at 3. There's the 3. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Showing improvement in that aspect of his game. Barry wants to get better firing off the catch.
Quickly against Lillard. To the inside. Kicks it out to Beasley. Lillard, the pass to Giannis. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Antetokounmpo's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Absolutely essential that they come right back and answer with that 3 of their own. And this gets the crowd energized.
Yeah, and the game as close as this one, every possession is critical. They've got to give as good as they get, and so far, that's been the case.
Barrett for 3. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Raptors lead by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Doc. A high-scoring affair in the first half. Did you think coming in that it would be this kind of a shootout?
Not at all, but we're not playing good enough defense to guard anybody. So, you know, we just got to play better D, keep the ball in front of us.
Doc, thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by R.J. Barrett.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. So for Toronto right now, they've got Barrett. Gary Trent is out there with Emmanuel quickly. Then it's Olenek, and it's Abaji in at the 4 spot. Antetokounmpo finds Lillard. Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And this is Lillard's bread and butter. He's always ready to pull from that range.
Pass to Abaji. Barrett against Antetokounmpo. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Trent with the wide open look. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Inside. Goes up. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Giannis just doesn't stop working. Plays with great energy at both ends. Excellent work on the boards there.
Now, here's quickly. The 3, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Bucks on top, up by 2. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. We'll see the talented pair of Middleton and Giannis at forward. Damian Lillard out there with Malik Beasley. And it's Lopez in at the center position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And the Raptors call time here. They're trailing by 4. 51 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. With an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. He challenged his team. He said they're not going to give us this one. We have to take it from starting now. See if that message resonated. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And here are the Raptors now. 4-point game. Olenek, a screen on Middleton. Barrett the pass to Olenek. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Stolen by Quickly.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
The defense needs to be just as sharp, but it's not over yet.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. And the Bucks with possession here. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Well, Giannis has to push out the distractions here. Take his time and don't rush his process.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. And the Raptors call time here. They trail by 3. 23 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a 5.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
about the three right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a three.
Here's Abaji. Backed it quickly. No good from three-point territory. And now they foul and stop the clock.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him with an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. Pass to Barrett. Puts up a three. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it mattered most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much. Giannis, some early struggles, but what got you going?
Trust myself. I confidence in myself. That's what my teammates want me to do. They want me to stay aggressive. They want me to make the right play. And that's what I'm going to be doing. Sometimes you have a bad game, or you let your teammates down, but then they got to pick it up because your teammates need you. And I'm going to be here for my teammates all day long.
Well, you were certainly there down the stretch, man. Congrats. Back to you guys.
Much appreciated, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Owen, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. As we leave you with our New Balance.
Up next, the Bulls.
Put me on top.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2 Rivalry Games. Always extra spicy, especially when they feature teams from the same conference.
Ooh, I like a little spice. But remember, only one team per conference gets to the final. So that's going to naturally develop some rivalries here and there. So tonight should be a really competitive game.
And to look at the starters for the Knicks. OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Brunson in at point guard.
Now, DeMar DeRozan will two-point you to death, folks. He has made his living in the mid-range area.
Hartenstein, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
DeRozan against Hart. DeRozan with the bucket.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Brunson looks it over. From the arc. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Well, hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
It's all tied in Chicago. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter.
4.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen here from the Bulls tonight?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. On the floor for New York, we've got OG Anunoby, Dante DiVincenzo out there with Jalen Brunson, and it's Josh Hart, and it's Hartenstein in at the 5.
Boy, how do you match up with OG Anunoby's length and athleticism? This guy is going to be able to get shots off because of both of those.
One shot.
One shot.
And Grant, a positive for the Bulls over the last few seasons. They work hard to get good shots.
Well, B.A., that's definitely part of their DNA. They've had the personnel to do it, and guys who are disciplined and patient.
Now here's DeRozan. At home, DeRozan.
Boy, how about the body control from DeMar DeRozan? Just an outstanding score despite the hit.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Defense right on him. And a fast break now for the Bulls with a 9-footer. Caruso misses.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Brunson against White. Takes a 3. And Brunson won't miss many of those.
One of the things you love about Jalen Brunson, he takes quality shots. How about that look from 3?
Buried from outside. I don't know. I think we may get a review here. That was close.
The previous play is under the
wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got it off in time.
Yeah, the replay makes it obvious. I mean, he got that shot off in time. It should be an easy decision for the officials.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So the replay was conclusive. Call overturned. Grant, that one's going to count.
And B.A., you can argue against replay all you want, but at the end of the day, you want it to be a level playing field. You want the call to be correct.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Knicks out in front, up by 1. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Coach, the offense is flowing. What will be your message to the team at halftime?
Let's keep attacking, make the extra pass, get their size out of the lane, hit the open man.
Thanks, Coach, guys.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, you have to like what we're seeing from DeMar DeRozan.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
They've got DeMar DeRozan. Kobe White out there with Ayo Dosunmu. Then it's Alex Caruso, and it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. DeRozan's gone 5 for 5 shooting here tonight. Hartenstein a screen. Here's Brunson. The 6-footer outside. DiVincenzo. Pass to Hart. Brunson with it. Back to Hart. Just 5 to shoot. Over DeRozan. Hart can't hit.
A little hesitant. Maybe he thought the D was tighter on him than it really was.
Here's Vucevic. Caruso. Pass to Vucevic. Caruso outside. Vucevic, a screen on Anunoby. And here's Caruso outside. The shot that time not on target. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Bulls out in front. They lead by 1. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. It's a 1-point game, so on the floor for the Knicks. We've got Dante DiVincenzo. Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Hartenstein in at the 5 spot.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Nikola Vucevic. One shot.
With the big-time and one. This is now a 2-possession game.
Now a timeout called by New York. They're losing by 4. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Fans, now on the court, your Hawk squad. Get loud and let them hear you.
With Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break. He emphasized staying sharp the rest of the way, saying turnovers will kill us. We can close this gap if we take care of the ball. Don't try and overdo it. Let's send it back to you guys, Brian.
Thank you for that, Allie. Anunoby finds Hart. Now here's DiVincenzo. Not a lot of room. Pass to Brunson from behind the arc. Yes! And that one brings them within 1.
And you can't forget to guard these corner spots, or guys like Brunson will hurt you.
Now here's White. Vucevic, a screen on Brunson. DeRozan against Hart. And it's DeRozan missing. Here's Here's Hart. Hartenstein a screen. They could win it. Oh, it falls!
We've seen a lot of points tonight, but we've also seen a lot of poor defense as well.
That's unacceptable. The hustle and focus on that end is not there for either side.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. All right, guys, what do you think?
And there's not enough time to catch and shoot, so they'll have to tip it in off the inbound pass.
So it's the Knicks who come out on top here. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. Now it's time for the New Balance Player of the Game.
.2K Sports brings you the NBA on a Friday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Out in the perimeter, Thompson and Wiggins. Green is out there with Kuminga. And it's Curry in at the 1. And for the Mavericks, the star backcourt of Doncic and Irving are out there. Washington out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Jones in at the 3 slot.
They're almost always layups for Curry at this point. Makes the 3 look so easy.
Oh, we get to see, Brent, 2 of the league's strongest backcourts tonight. And this is probably the kind of game that suits your taste. Am I right?
Oh, I love it. I love it, Kevin. This game is going to come down to guard play. It's not just about the backcourt scoring. It's just as much about that strong perimeter defense.
Here's Green. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Not easy to stop Draymond Green in that situation. Big and strong and uses his size well.
Irving. It's rebounded by Golden State.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Doncic against Curry. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Warriors lead by 3. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And the Mavericks with possession. It's a 3-point game. So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. In the backcourt, it's Curry and Thompson. Wiggins is out there with Kuminga. And it's Green in at the 5. Roman the paint. 6 on the shot clock. Doncic finds Gafford. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Green. Thompson with it. Hardaway picks him up. Passes it to Kuminga. Thompson from long range. Kleba with the rebound. And it's Irving with the ball for Dallas. Over in the corner, Doncic. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of the game. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Now at the line for your Mavericks, Luka Doncic. 1 shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
That free throw good from Doncic.
He's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Curry outside. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater.
And it's just encouraging to see Luka step up on defense. Must continue to bring that type of intensity.
It's a tie game in Dallas. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Steve. Some great engagement defensively. What's happening that's good at that end of the floor?
I think they're just playing hard, rotating.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough game plans to slow him down. How do you guard a guy that good?
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Curry's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. The star backcourt of Doncic and Irving are out there. Maxi Kleba is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Gafford in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. Doncic passes to Kleba. Doncic against Curry. And it's Doncic missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And Wiggins gets it to go on the assist by Green. Wiggins has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Warriors. Curry against Doncic. Pass to Irving for the lead. Doesn't get it to drop for him. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. The Warriors on top, leading by just 2. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So with Paul on the bench, Here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Out in the perimeter, Thompson and Wiggins. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Green, and it's Curry in at the point guard position. Now, here's Doncic after the miss from Stephen Curry.
That is world class. Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Timeout called the Warriors. It's tied at 7. 34 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in the tough situation. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
And they still have a foul to give at this point.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're trailing by 2. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
Doncic against Curry. Irving. Good! A huge shot to tie it up.
One of the quickest releases in the game. Kyrie staying a step ahead.
Timeout called the Warriors. It's tied at 9. 17 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Doncic against Curry. Green, the screen from outside the arc. Can't get the three to fall. And the Mavericks call time here. And Irving launches it from deep. Oh, and he got it!
Did that beat the buzzer, Kevin?
Yes! Yes!
I can't believe it. How in the world can you end the game on a shot like that?
So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
Let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Here with Luka. You got the W, so what did you think?
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Let's meet the visiting team, Minnesota. At point guard, Mike Kwai. Let's meet the starting five for
Guards taking center stage tonight, RJ. This league has morphed from interior base to perimeter dominated.
Yeah, so we're seeing a lot more games headlined by backcourt players. Also, coaches using lots of three-guard type lineups, so it's a lot of small ball. It makes for a quicker, higher-scoring style of game.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Conley at the guard with Edwards next to him. Rudy Gobert is out there with Naz Reid. And it's McDaniels in at the three.
Just bouncing off of contact, Booker putting in work in that weight room.
Conley against Booker. Pass to Reid. McDaniels with it. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Now here's Booker. Nurkic, a screen on Conley. Down low. From close range. Outside for Booker. Launches it. Fires in the triple. Booker's got 5 now.
This is Booker at his most dangerous. No hesitation right there.
And here's Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Beal. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Suns on top, up by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. It's a 5-point game. All the stars on the floor for the Suns. Booker and Beal, the backcourt, and KD up front. Grayson Allen is out there with Yusuf Nurkic. That's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Good.
And just working his way inside, keeping Edwards out of the paint is not an easy task.
Nurkic, a screen on Edwards. Lets a floater go. Yep, that one goes.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Booker against Conley. Reid, a screen on Booker. Conley passes to Reid. Oh, denied by Durant.
A tremendous defender. Durant's length can cause major issues for the offense.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
16 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Shot is good by Edwards. And here are the Suns now. Now Booker. He's got 5. With 2 seconds left. Can't get it to drop.
Had enough room to finish, and that's what he'll usually make.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Suns on top. They lead by 3. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Brad, you limited their effectiveness early. What did you guys do defensively?
I think we just did a good job coming out with intensity. We did a good job frustrating them. We know this is a team that's really good at moving the ball, and they got a lot of guys who can put it on the floor, go one-on-one. So, we're just accepting the challenge, limiting them to one shot as much as possible, getting out and going.
Thanks, Brad. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
Yeah, even with the extra attention he's getting from the defenders, he's finding ways to excel.
He's just that good. You can plan for him, but he just makes great adjustments on the fly.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Edwards at the 2 with McDaniels at the 3. Naz Reid out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. For 3, Booker. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And here's Gobert. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They trail by 1. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards. Wow.
Durant with it. Pass to Booker. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's Minnesota with it. Edwards looking for an opening. Now here's Reid. Outside Edwards. 1 second left. No good on the buzzer beater. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. The T-Wolves on top, up 1. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Suns. It's a one-point game. All the stars on the floor for the Suns. Booker and Beal, the backcourt, and KD up front. Yusuf Nurkic is out there with Grayson Allen. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And Minnesota calls time here. They trail by 1. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter here.
Here they come, fans. It's your one and only Suns Dancers.
Let's go now to the sideline La Force.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. Confidence is what he's asking for right now. He said, quote, when it's close, we have to keep believing in ourselves, and if we don't think we can pull it out, we've already lost. So some strong words from Coach in the huddle. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Edwards against Beal. Edwards, a pass to Reed. Back to Edwards. 5 to shoot. Beal with some nice D. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Mike Conley. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Phoenix, Devin Booker. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that'll put him up 2.
And even with the stakes this high, I wouldn't bet against Booker. He has this shot really dialed in.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a 3-point game.
And Minnesota calls time here. They're behind by 3. 24 seconds left in the fourth.
Attention fans, now on the phone is your home squad. Get loud and let them hear it. We're almost there.
24 seconds left in the game. Out to the right wing. From deep, Conley. And he buries it. Oh, an enormous three-pointer.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix. The score tied at 11. There's 18 seconds left in the final quarter.
Let's make some noise. We are the Sixers.
Outside Booker. Nurkic a screen on Conley. The three is up. And buries it from deep.
And since going to the finals back in 2021, Booker's earned the reputation of a...
Oh, it's good!
The buzzer, that is how you finish it.
Incredible! Just when you think the game is over, it's not.
The time expires. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Conley at the guard with Edwards next to him. McDaniels out there with Naz Reid. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. Booker. Count it!
And Booker just dominates in such an effortless fashion. The game comes naturally to him.
Make some noise, Phoenix, for your song breaker dance crew.
Here's Edwards. Picked by Gobert. From 12 feet, catch, and tie game! Huge basket right there!
Oh, that in-between game, the 15, 18-footer, the defense will give that to Edwards, and you cannot stop everything.
Phoenix calls timeout. Scores tied at 16. 34 seconds left in OT.
Get loud and let them hear it.
Nurkic a screen on Conley. Booker for three. The shot no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Edwards against Beal. Gobert with a screen on Beal. Spins. Edwards a pass to Gobert. 5 on the clock. Shoots off the step back. It's in!
And you gotta love the mentality of Anthony Edwards. He wants to be the star. He wants the spotlight. Not everyone is like that.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. There's 6 seconds left in the OT period. All right, guys, what's your take?
A chance to tie it up here.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3, but they'll probably try for a 2. But if someone opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Here's Booker. Up and over Conley. Can't connect. So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves. Pulling it out for the W. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end. Whew.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Brian Anderson saying thank you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our...
Let's meet your LA.
Hey guys, let's be honest here, a bit of a mismatch looking at the quality of these teams on paper, but we see these types of games in this league, and sometimes they can surprise you.
Listen, every team is not a title contender. Some squads are in that rebuilding phase. Let's see if the weaker team can compete tonight.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, we've got George. He's out there with Colin Sexton. And it's Hendricks in at power forward. And the rejection by Zubac. Man passes to Zubac. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
John Collins.
That one on Collins.
Personal foul.
And the Clippers, one of the more efficient three-point shooting teams, Greg, in the NBA.
And Kevin, really over the last decade, that's been one of their most consistent traits. And it's not just because of talent. They're smart about the shots they take.
The free throw drops for Zubac. Summer 2022. Utah hits the reset button, Steve, trading Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell.
And Kevin, they got a boatload of picks in return. And I love the young guys they got as well. Markkanen and Kessler, those guys are keepers.
And both free throws good for Zubac. Smitty, always room for improvement, but one thing Utah does do well is rebound.
Kevin, you're so right. These guys attack the glass. They use their size to beat others to the loose balls. And doing that well sets you up for success elsewhere.
Here's Hendricks. 6 to shoot. Sexton on the wing. Connects on the 17-footer.
One of the toughest shots for a guard with all the bigs in there, but Collins showing confidence.
here's George. Nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What I love, there was no panic on his part. That's the steady pulse you want in that situation.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Some people might feel they got some hometown calls, but when your team is pushing the action, you often get the benefit of the doubt.
George and Leonard are the forwards. Then it's Ivica Zubas. Then it's Harden, and it's Mann in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And Kwai Leonard with the slam.
Size, the intensity. Easy to see why Kwai Leonard gets all the way to the rim.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Hendricks. And the pass to George. Shot clock at 6. Here's Sensabaugh. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Leonard dishes to George. Ball's knocked loose. And the basket by Harden. Harden's got his first basket of the night.
And when Harden's this close, he looks to score. Love his mentality.
Here's Sensabaugh. Up and in on the layup.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Clippers lead by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Tyronn Lue. Coach, what is the focus going to be in the second half?
Just play the right way, move the ball, share the ball, get stops, and get out and run the transition.
Always leads to good results. Thanks, Tyronn. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And the Jazz with possession here, trailing by 4. So on the floor for Utah, they've got Colin Sexton. Also George out there, and it's Hendricks in at the 4. Here's Hendricks, and finished off by Collins.
A next-level athlete with great length. Collins throws it down with ease.
Now, here is George. He's tightly guarded. Here's Leonard, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
It's his first trip to the line.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
first one falls for him.
Kwai, this is money in the bank for his career, over 85% from the line.
Leonard hits them both.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
And so Sexton will bring it up for Utah. 4-point game. Here's Sensabaugh, defended by George. Here's Sensabaugh. The shot, no good. George with the defensive effort. Here's Mann, outside, George, from past the arc, and the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And we've reached the end of the third. The Clippers on top. They're up by 4.
The Jazz.
We've got more in store for you right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. Man in at shooting guard with George at small forward. Down in the block, it'll be Kwai next to Zubac. And it's Harden in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now Sexton. James Harden missing on the 3. Collins a screen on Leonard. Here's Sensabaugh. Outside for George. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Collins, Sexton. First personal foul. First team foul.
27 seconds left in the 4th quarter. So they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for LA, Paul George. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5.
In a league full of scores, Paul George still stands out. There's a versatility to his shooting game that just makes him exceptional.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. They're down by 6. There's 25 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And the Jazz call time here. They're behind by 6. There's 25 seconds left in the 4th quarter. There's 25 seconds left in the game. Here's Sensabaugh. And here's Collins from outside. The Jazz again can't hit it, and that's an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
At the line for LA, Kawhi Leonard for a free throw. 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
You know, Kawhi Leonard can be kind of a mystery off the floor, but when he's playing, his actions speak for themselves.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Harden against George. From deep, Collins, trifecta.
Amazing. The growth of Collins seems to know no limits.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
At the line for your Clippers, James Harden. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
And what's remarkable is how complete Harden's game is. Making shots or making passes, he can create points in a number of ways.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
There's the knockout blow. No chance of getting up off the canvas now.
Hendricks misses. So the Clippers with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kawhi. The defense, of course, keyed in on slowing you down tonight, but your teammates stepped up. How important is that for you?
Feels good.
All right, DA, thanks again. And that'll wrap it.